Well, hi, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to talk about a really odd friendship phenomena. The kids today call it being ghosted, but when it happened to me, I had no idea what the heck happened. Welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Hill, and this is Smart Women, Smart Conversations, a place where we grab a cup of coffee. And today I've got my iced coffee because Texas is about 94 degrees already today. So we're fixing to have a really hot summer. But this is a place where we sit back with our coffee, our tea, our water, and just talk about the issues that affect real women day in and day out. You may also notice, if you've been watching my channel, that I got my summer haircut yesterday, and hopefully this will be a lot easier to take care of. I'll be honest with you, about once or twice a year I do something crazy with my hair. So today I cut it off and I did highlights, and so I'm ready for summer. So I was talking to a group of friends the other day, and we were talking about funny stories, things that have happened to us with girlfriends over the years. And I shared the story I'm going to share with you, and they said, "Oh, Laura, you were ghosted." So I'm not going to get into the definition of ghosting. I'm going to tell you what it feels like. So it would have been quite a few years ago. I was almost 40 years old, just moved to Texas. I had a little baby. We came to join the family business. And I think I've shared with many of you that my childhood was spent moving around constantly. I really had a tough time making friends because I never stayed any place long enough. We would usually move every year to a year and a half, sometimes 2 years if we were lucky. So I get to Texas, brand new state, came here from the East Coast, and I am desperate to make friends. I've got 3 little children. They're all, in the school district except the baby, and I'm looking to get involved. So I take my own advice, which is the advice I give everyone. Find a volunteer organization or a philanthropy where you can get involved. So I find this event that's being planned. It's a gala. I sign up and volunteer. And our first meeting is a bunch of ladies. We meet at the local coffee shop, and we get partnered with another woman to work on assignments. So for 2.5 months, I would be working day in and day out with the woman that they partnered me with. Now, she was really nice. We had a lot in common. We were close in age. Her children were a little older than mine, and she'd lived in the area for a couple of years. And I could watch the dynamic between her and the other women, and it was great. So I felt really, really lucky that someone who was connected was going to partner with me. So we start out like best buds. She was so excited to meet me, talked about all the things that we had in common, how much fun we were going to have together. She said she almost hadn't signed up to work on this event, but she was so grateful because she met me. And I was taking it all in. Because remember, I'm new, and I'm desperate to have friends. And not only was I new, but I had moved to a place that I was going to live for the rest of my life. It's been 28 years, I'm still here. So she and I became close friends. We talked on the phone every day. Yes, we worked on the project together, but it was so much more than that. We shared about our kids. We had a potluck dinner together. We grabbed lunch. We grabbed coffee. We were becoming best friends, or at least in my mind, we were becoming best friends. But what I realize now, many years later, is what she was doing to me is love bombing me. She needed that adrenaline rush of getting to know a new person. And eventually, I was going to find that out the hard way. So fast forward 3 months, the night of the gala, it's a huge success. Everyone's excited, lots of pictures, lots of hugs. 2 days after the gala, I called her, and now this is before social media. Honestly, this is before texting. So I called her on her phone. She didn't answer. I left a message and said, "Hey, let's catch up when you come back up for air, and looking forward to grabbing a cup of coffee, sharing my pictures, and catching up about the evening and kind of a little bit of a needy. I was being a little bit needy because this was my best friend now. So a couple days went by and she didn't call me back. This is a woman who always called me back immediately. So about a week into it, no word, I start getting a little depressed and sad. And I shed a few tears over it. And about 3 weeks went by and I ran into a gal in the grocery store who had worked on the same gala with us. And I was so excited to see her. Like, now I'm going to get an answer. I mean, maybe my friend went on vacation right after the gala and I just didn't hear her tell me that. I was making every excuse in the book. So I ran into this woman and I asked her, hey, have you seen so-and-so? We haven't even caught up since the gala. And she looked at me puzzled and she said, oh my gosh, I thought you two really hit it off. And I said, oh yeah, we did. You know, we've really become great friends. And she said, well, that's funny because she's already signed up to work on another community project. And she put her team together. And I think they had their first meeting a day or two ago. I'm surprised that she didn't invite you to be on the committee. I couldn't get out of the store fast enough. I don't even know if I paid for my groceries. I might have just left my cart and left. I do remember driving back to the office crying the whole way. And I'm a 40-year-old woman, and I'm just baffled. What happened? Well, months went by, and I never did hear from her ever again. Months went by, and I ran into a woman at school. And she came up to me and she said, can we talk? Sure, what's up? She was this gal's new co-chair on the project that she had after she and I worked together. And guess what? They became best friends. And here was this woman in the 5th grade hallway telling me that she had never heard from our mutual friend ever again after that event. She was so upset. She started crying. She said, I thought we were going to be great friends. And I looked at her and I said, I just think she's someone who loves making new friends. And she zeroes in on you. She gives you all of her love, all of her attention. And then once she feels that you're no longer her new friend anymore, she moves on to another event, just like she moves on to another friend. And this poor woman thought that she had done something wrong. And I will not say that I didn't wonder a few times if I had actually done something. Did I say something to insult her? Had I forgotten to call her back? Had I forgotten to attend something I was supposed to attend? Friendships are tricky, and we all know that. And once you've lived a long enough life, you have come across people who have treated you really well and treated you not so well. But I got in the crosshairs of a woman who is a serial best friend maker. I don't know that she had it in her, the energy in her to maintain a friendship long term. And I was desperately looking for a long-term friend. My only advice, well, it's easy to say it now, many years have gone by, but when someone is coming at you so hard, love bombing you, telling you everything you want to hear, filling whatever that gap is that you need filled, if it seems too good to be true, it is probably too good to be true. Step back, get control of your emotions, and whatever's going on, try to just slow it down so you have a little more time to make the best decision for you. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you on the podcast soon. I hope you'll click, I hope you'll like, and I hope you'll subscribe. Take care.